JRTV is back with the NASCAR Winston Cup Series 2000 season, and we are here at the Richmond International Raceway for the first night race of the Winston Cup Series season. Let's see how this one unfolds on the short track at the Richmond International Raceway. I'm Joe Rutkowski here to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of this incredible race and incredible racetrack, the Pontiac Excitement 400. Once again, under the lights, that's going to add a lot of wow factors into this one, as maybe some tempers might fly under the lights as the points battle shakes up once again. Trey Bartow holds on to the points lead, but Keegan Thompson grabbed his fourth victory at Talladega. He's closing in. Chris Jericho has fallen back a little bit, but then also Zidell and Brett Sear have lost some ground in the points. We'll see if they can try and rebound here tonight at Richmond. So we're nearing the midpoint of the season. Bartow on pole after taking over the points lead after Dover. Now he's on pole here at Richmond. Track position means a lot at a track like this. What can Bartow do with the track position? He's been given with a good qualifying effort. Watch for the man right behind him, Chris Jericho in the 18. Qualified in third place. Watch for the driver of the 18 on this start. If he gets a good enough jump on the initial start of this race, watch for him maybe take it 3 wide to the bottom to try and shove Bartow out of the preferred lane. We'll see what Jericho can do with his starting spot, and also watch for Luke Rainey right behind them. The inside lane, definitely the place to be on the start here at Richmond, so watch out for that all throughout the night. Try and get down to that inside, and we'll see how it works out from there. The weather here tonight, pretty good for a May night, 65 degrees, clear skies under the night time here at Richmond. A little bit of wind in the east direction, 4 miles an hour, but nothing that won't be an issue for these drivers here. And not a very big chance of rain, so I think we're fine in that department as well. The last 5 winners here, 2 Bandons, Dan Bandon and Kevin Bandon, 95 and 96, and then after them, Trey Rainey in 1997, and Jeff Bright 1998, and Griffin Lynn, who owns Team Sabco, won it back last year in 1999, so Lynn now the team owner of Team Sabco. Let's do Aaron Reed and Caden Lynn can do. Aaron Reed starts inside the top 15. Caden Lynn's going to have to come from the back of the field here in Richmond. Also important to point out that no drivers failed post-qualifying inspection the first time this season. We've had a clean post-qualifying inspection. We'll see, what these drivers do with their cars that seem to be legal here, and obviously with some of the big names that haven't go to the back, we've seen a lot of that so far this season. Everyone's starting right where they qualified. We'd really like to see that here on JRTV. And some track facts here. Obviously, the Richmond International Raceway is located in Richmond, Virginia. 3/4 of a mile long, 0.75 miles in length, and the banking varying all throughout this track. 14 degrees in the corners, 8 degrees on the front stretch, and only 2 degrees on the back straightaway. So watch out for that throughout the night. This is a demanding racetrack on tires and equipment and drivers. We'll see how they all do it, because it is one of the oldest tracks we go to on the schedule. We also look forward to the fuel window here. It's an 80-lap race, but the fuel window pretty large. You can go anywhere from 50 to 60 laps on a tank of fuel. That is a lot over halfway. So if we get yellow sometime around lap 20, lap 25, expect everyone to come down pit road to get the tires and fuel to make it to the distance. So watch for that here. These drivers might try and go long. They might try and undercut and pit really early. It's going to be a huge chess match there for sure. So we're getting ready to get going here in the Pontiac Excitement 400. The highest starting Pontiac is Chris Jericho in third. We'll see what he does in the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing and Jake Galloway as team owner. But let's go to trackside to fire these cars up for racing at Richmond.
Drivers, start your engines.
The 42 cars roll off, led by the number 3 of Trey Bartow. We'll see how it works out for the points leader starting on pole. Watch for the man in 5th, Luke Rainey. Looks like Talladega could have been a good day for him. However, out early in the 2 of the pack because of some mechanical issues back here into the top 5 at Richmond. And the man starting in 4th, Justin Zidell, highest in points without victory this season. Can tonight be the first victory of the season for the 24? Pace car to pit road, Trey Bartow, Sebastian Kukulon for Roush Racing and Richard Childress Racing are the front runners that come down to take the green flag. It's waving in the air. Bartow, a nice jump, and we're underway in the Pontiac Excitement 400. Already close throughout racing. Brett Sear through the middle, got by Mills, and actually got down onto the inside lane from starting on the outside. Mills fading back from 6th spot. Hagita through the middle as Trey Barr leads the first lap, but back behind him, it's a swarm of cars. Looking up front, 3 wide. That's inside the front 5. That's for 4th. Keyshawn Richardson taking it on Luke Rainey and Justin Zidell. Close racing early on here at Richmond, 3 wide, multiple rows deep further back in the pack. The front 3 getaways, Bardo, Jericho, Kukulon. Keyshawn Richardson moves up to 4th, Sierra already up to 5th, and here comes Keegan Thompson. 3 wide on the bottom of Mathis Wells and his teammate Zidell. They're looking 4 wide further back in the pack. Brando, Evans, Mills, and Brandon Beal took it to the inside. Roger Wright looking as well, the 55. Back to 3 wide, and no accidents so far in the Pontiac Excitement 400. You can see why it's called the Pontiac Excitement 400. There's a lot of excitement early on. Brandon Beal took it 4 wide and got by. Jose Mills starts 6th. He's back outside the top 20, bringing Evan Hunter and Hagita back with them. Hunter jumps down behind Nathan Baird to get out from behind the 7 because Mills is fading backwards in a hurry in that 7 car. And no long run speed. Mills now back outside the top half of the field. Jacob Boyd making nice progress in the 21 for the Wood brothers. Up in front some more. Close throughout racing. Evans in the middle. Burnett up top. Stipton in front of that. Jay Reynolds well in the 22. But Hunter goes throughout to the bottom in the 36 to grab some spots. And the front of the field trying to get away from everything that's happening behind it. Is close, hard racing. Zidell's still falling back in the 24. He's now back around 20th place or so. It's not been a good start for the number 24. Zidell is battled for 7th. Wells gets by Thompson. So Keegan falls back to 8th. As Sierra has a peak for 4th on Keyshawn Richardson. Sierra had such good momentum going. Dover kind of broke that a little bit. But then Talladega really kind of kicked him while he was down, as he was out of the pack because of the lap car of Roger Ray. Sierra finished poorly and dropped a lot of points. Now he's back over a full race back and looking to regain some of those points here in Richmond, up to 4th. But the problem is the points leader is leading. 3rd in points is 2nd. So Sierra really needs to get going here in the 25 because right now 2 of the top 3 in points are in front of him, 1st and 2nd. Jericho slowly eating into the 3 of Bardo. It's a 100th each lap here and there, but obviously here a short track like that, it will take some time to get up to the back bumper of the guy in front of you. We'll see if Jericho can get there. What's he going to do to the 3 of Bardo? They're battling for a championship right now with each other. They're 2 of the favorites with Keegan Thompson. So if Jericho gets there, does he give him a nudge up the track and get going, or does he stay patient with him in case the 3 comes back to him later and then maybe Bardo won't give him the bump back? Front of the field come together as Luke Rainey in 6th. It's under fire for Mathis Wells, who really getting going right here in the 20 car. Got put on the outside early on, but now he's making some nice gains in the 20. Moving by Luke Rainey to move his way up to 6th, and the top 5 just in front of him. Also bringing Keegan Thompson in the 5 with them. Thompson looking low. Keegan trying to complete the pass for 7th on Luke Rainey. Here's the reaches behind Lathan Strickland as they move up inside the top 10. They're 9th and 10th. Just behind in 11th, it's Mitchell Collins. In 12th, it's Roger Ray. Hernandez up to 13th. 14th is Brandon Beal, and this is a big story. Beal right now inside the top 15. Good run so far for Beal Racing, but last night it was announced that their assets, their whole team, getting sold to PPI Motorsports, which will open a 2-car operation in the 2001 season. So PPI Motorsports with Noah Clifton, the team owner, the 32 Tide Ride, they'll be getting some cars, equipment from Beal Racing, and we'll see what they do with it. What can they do next season, PPI Motorsports, and where does Brandon Beal go? Right now, showing that he has the drive to run well. Currently inside the top 15 in a car which, if we are matter of fact about it, it's been the slowest, if not one of the slowest of the season. So far for Brandon Beal, it's been a good night in Richmond. Strickland got by Luke Rainey. Luke wants it back. He'll go for 8th. Aaron Reed climbs the banking. Here comes to his inside Mitchell Collins, but can't get there. The battle for 2nd is closing up. Kukulon looking on Jericho as they race off for. Oh, he's going to spin the 18. Kukulon spins Jericho around down the front stretch. Does Jericho get hit? He's sideways middle of the track. They go high and low to get by. Everyone gets through, but Jericho spun around. The yellow is out, and the 18 who is running 2nd gets tipped by Kukulon in the 17. So now the interesting problem is, where is Jericho going to be scored right here? Because it all depends on who crossed the line to take the yellow, who hasn't taken the yellow yet. Jericho, I don't know if he took the yellow. Does he get spots back, or is he going to be stuck back there? That's the question we're going to have to look at right now. Where is Jericho going to be scored in all this? Looks like he's going to be back here because that's where he got to the yellow flag. If he could maybe got going faster, But now Chris Jericho back to 20th. It could have been worse, but oh man, from second that happened. So we're only 15 laps in. They're going to come down pit road here. Does anyone dare stay out? Maybe try and get some track position. Now here's the problem, right? 15 laps. They're still going to have to go 65. They're going to have to pit again. Jack Haas wants to stay out. Riley Spurleytube's going to stay out. No, so here we go. This is the strategy call. You can't make it on fuel and tires from here. They're going to stay out. They want the track position. This could be interesting. We know Jack Haas, he's going to play the strategy game. We saw it at Vegas, almost won him the race. What do the leaders do on pit road? Will it be 4-2, or what are they going to do? It's going to be 4 Goodyear Eagles, so they're going to have the grip that the front runners aren't going to have now. This is going to be a fun restart to watch. Bardo in the 3. A little bit of a longer stop. He won't lead first. It's going to be Sierra and Wells and Thompson and Rainey. Look at all the spots the front runners have lost. The 3 and the 17, a long stop. Even Jericho leads before them. Oh man, look at Kukulan's leaving. Bardo still hasn't. There is a big issue. There he goes, finally. But from pole all the way to the back in the 3 car. And Brett Sears now going to be the man on attack. He's the first off pit road with fresh tires. But look at the cars in front. Clifton and Stout and Eli Bright and Evans, Hunter, Lawrence, Spurleytube, and Jack Haas now leads this race. Let's go see what happened. A yellow flag to shake up the running order. Now the front 2 runners are now back mid-pack. Right here, Kukulan had just gotten to Chris Jericho in the 18 car, and they already saw 4. The 18 may be lacking some rear grip, and the 17's not going to help with that at all. He just gets right into him and never really lets off and spins Chris Jericho around down the front stretch. The fortunate part for Jericho is that he does not get clobbered by anyone in this. He is sitting middle of the racetrack. You see a lot of cars going high, but now they're 2x2 behind with the the 12, the 40, the 55. Airstream has to take it to the bomb, all the way to the bomb, and finds a way by the 18 of Chris Jericho without hitting him. Great job by every driver in the pack getting through that. And here it is again. Jericho, Kukulan behind him, and God, just one little tap, that's all it takes, but Kukulan definitely didn't help matters. He looked like he didn't really lift out the gas. He just stayed in and spun Jericho around. That's going to be a big points implication right there, but Bardo also at the back of the pack. We'll see how it goes on the restart. Jack Haas leads, but he did not come down pit road. Brett Sears the first on tires in the 25. Green flag this time behind the Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond. It's been a shaky yellow flag period right here. Is the field now all mixed up? How's it going to go? All 42 cars left running, but look at where some of the front runners are now. Anthony Hernandez was running well. He's back down in 40th, but the big story, Kukulan now down to 28th. Bardo is back in 30th. There were 1-2 at the yellow flag. The front 8 stayed out. That is Jack Haas, Riley Spurleytube, Nolan Lawrence, Evan Hunter, Conrad Evans, Eli Bright, Jordan Stout, Noah Clifton. First cars on tires are Sierra and Wells, Thompson and Rainey, Strickland and Keyshawn Richardson, Aaron Serena, and Justin Zidell as well. The green flag is back in there for Jack Haas. Jericho in the 18 for spinning back in 23rd, but still in the race without damage. The racing moves being made on those fresh tires. Look at this! Wells gonna go 3-1 on Sierra and Clifton. The 20 wants to go now! He wants to be the highest driver on tires, wants to be attack mode right here. But remember, everyone has to pit again for fuel and tires. Hunter moves by Lawrence. The front 2 try to get away. Now the front 2, their hopes right now are that Wells and Thompson, it's going to take them a while to get through the pack. Maybe they can't get up to the front 2, or maybe they wear out their stuff trying to do it. Sierra still on the outside. Clifton fading back. Strickland up behind him. Thompson beneath Sierra, beneath Stout. Luke Rennie fills the hole beneath Sierra. Sierra now trying to go middle to get in line by the 2, but Keyshawn Richardson fills the hole to the bomb in the 99. Racing off to 1 and 2, 3 wide. See Eli breaking force tie. Stout up out of the groove. Here comes Richardson looking on Luke Rennie, but they all sort it out down the back straight. Wells now trying to get by Conrad Evans, the 331, also on older tires. Thompson and Keegan Thompson with Mathis Wells in front of him are the 2 on the newer tires. So right now they're 6th and 7th in the 20 car and the 5 car. Luke Rennie as well on the newer tires in the 2. Trying to get by now the 8 of Eli Bright as Evans is kind of a roadblock right now for the 20 of Wells, but the 20 finally fills a hole to the inside and will get by the 31. For the lead, Riley Spurleytube on Jack Haas. Yes, this is really a good gamble for these drivers, right? Spurley has not had a great season. That's when he has not shown the pace at all. In fact, all Robert Yates Racing this weekend at Richmond has not shown the pace. So why not try something? If you're Jack Haas, you know you like to gamble. You tried it at Vegas and almost won you the race. Why not try? Lawrence looking for a pass on Hunter. That's going to put Wells to the outside. Thompson's going to try and get by to be the high driver retires, but he gets tight down low and has to lift out of the gas, and the 20 back down in line. That was a chance for Keegan, but I think he drove it too aggressively into the corner, knowing that that chance was there, and it cost him. Now Wells looks to get by Lawrence right here. Mathis Wells going for fourth now, highest driver on tires. Looking to win his first ever Winston Cup Series race at Richmond. Hunter, he wants second on Jack Haas. Remember, Evan Hunter started well, started inside the top dozen, but issues on the start kind of put him back, and here he's now up in second, obviously off of a gamble. They're looking 4 wide to turn 1. Thompson filling the hole to the inside. Wells, who runs off Hunter. They all make it through the corner well. Now Wells emerges in second. Thompson in third. They're chasing down Riley Spurley too. Cars on tires are coming. Luke Rainey, Keyshawn Richardson, Justin Zeidel, Aaron Enriquez by Brett Sierra. They're all trying to find a way by. Now Wells trying to get to Riley Spurley too. Thompson with them. Look at this pack behind Lord Chung. Started on the last row, 41st for the number 23 Bill Davis Racing Pontiac. But Lord Chung fighting up inside the top 10. What a recovery. That is incredible for Lord Chung because, I mean, no pace at all whatsoever. And how about the recovery for Trey Bardo? Down in 30th on the restart, looking to get by Evans, his teammate, and now the 43 DeLello. Not far behind him is Chris Jericho, who has made some progress after the restart. Currently at 20th, but could be a lot more. Wells is there for the lead. He's passed him. He's got by him. Wells now leads the Pontiac Excitement 400. Thompson now in second. Luke Rennie wants third. Keyshawn Richardson is there. Zeidel trying to get by Evan Hunter to gain some spots back. And Laura Chung is flying. She got by Sierra. She got by Strickland. She's now got by Aarison Reed in the 40. She'll get by Evan Hunter in the same lap as well. Luke Rennie to third. Richardson now to fourth. So at the front, Pontiac, Chevy, Ford, as Riley Spurtube in fifth, still on the worn tires, but hanging tough. They're right now the two highest on the worn tires, Riley Spurtube and then Evan Hunter. They're doing a decent job right now. Jack Haas as well, doing a decent job hanging on this. Here comes Trey Bardo, trying to get inside the top 10 for the first time tonight, or for the first time since his incident on pit road. And look at this, Jericho got put through at middle by the 43 DeLello, who's had a nice run here tonight. Oh, around goes Sierra, spun by Roger Ray. He's in the inside wall. Oh, there he goes, back up into Jericho and DeLello. And DeLello gets it a few more times. Eli Bright, Kukulon, and Stanward Jr. ran into a big crash. Caden Lynn's also spun around. They're piling in at Richmond. Big issues again for Chris Jericho. Yepez also involved. The leaders are racing back to the yellow. Will they get it sorted out? Wells and Thompson, there are cars everywhere. Oh, Stapleton and Luke Rennie's hit his teammate Richardson. Oh no. Carnage at Richmond. Stapleton still trying to get out of the way, but look at all these cars that are damaged. Now the field trying to sort it out as cars that are at the back are trying to get back by the leaders. It is chaos at Richmond. And now everyone's got the chance to come down pit road. They can make it from here. So this will be everyone's stop. That's a really good gain for Riley Spurtube and Evan Hunter. You see all of these damaged cars now. Oh my gosh. Cars that are damaged coming in with the race leaders. There's Trey Bardo currently up to 12th. He narrowly missed what all happened. This is insane at Richmond. Insanity in the Pontiac Excitement 400. And for third in points, Chris Jericho, it's gone worse in the 18th. He thought it couldn't be worse, but it somehow found a way to get worse. Mathis Wells not going to leave first. Oh, Thompson had contact leaving first from the 12 of Collins. How about Luke Rainey? Oh, Sierra also hit Wells, but it's going to be the 5 off first. Thompson, Luke Rainey. Wells will be third now. Zeidel and Spurley side by side, 4th and 5th. And Lord Chung up there, Lathan Strickland. There's Trey Bardo. He'll be top 10. Keyshawn Richardson, no hood now. Hunter's up there. Jack Haas. The field is now all turned around. There's another interesting issue here at Richmond. We'll change the running order. Keegan Thompson looking for his 5th win on the season. Leads the Pontiac Excitement 400. But let's go see what caused the massive crash down the backstretch as Sierra got tipped for Roger Ray, and it caused carnage in turns 3 and 4. So here they are racing just outside the top 10. Brett Sierra, Roger Ray up in behind him, just barely clipped Sierra, who spinning to the inside, gonna nail the inside concrete, trying to control it. The wall then kind of sticks out right there. That wall is gonna lead him back onto the track. Kind of. He's on the apron. He's gonna try and keep it off the wall, but comes up into DeLello, who's having such a good night. Unfortunate for him to get caught, but also unfortunate for Chris Jericho, who had just nowhere to go. Now they're piling in. Caden Lynn spins somehow in the 42. Sierra gets away nicely, but it's not over. Eli Bright gets tipped by Chris Jericho, down into Boyd, down to Kukulan. The 8 taking a wild ride. Look at all these guys trying to miss pit road, trying to miss the pit wall. They're all piling in. Higuita, Boyd, Stanward Jr., Anthony Hernandez, Stapleton, Ruiz and Rando, Colin Teague, Jose Mills, Jordan Stout. Davis gets low. Corbett spins in there. There's Noah Clifton. There's DeLello getting back going. Clifton with damage in the 32 already. Yepez somewhere back here got collected along with the 60 of Nathan Baird. Carnage in turns 3 and 4 at Richmond. Hopefully this will be a better angle to try and catch everything that happened. There's Ray spinning Sierra down to the inside wall. 3 wide as he merges back up right to DeLello and Jericho. Nowhere to go for them. Now, Caden Lynn coming back up, hits Lawrence. There's Yepez. Oh, Jericho's up off the ground in the 18. Clifton barely hit him. There's Nathan Baird, and there's everyone piling in. So Chris Jericho took a very hard hit in the 18. Let's look at that again, see if we have an angle to catch that one, because that was a very, very big collision for the 18 of Jericho. The caution flag is out for more chaos at the Richmond International Raceway. Sierra pounds Jericho and DeLello into the outside wall, and it's not over for the 18 Jericho. Gets hit a few more times, and then this one from Yepez. A hard impact as the field wrecks big off of turn 4. The new leader is Keegan Thompson, looking to close in on Bartle's points lead. He leads once again in the 2000 Winston Cup Series season. Green flag just before the midpoint here. The Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond. It's been no short of excitement here tonight in this race. Keegan Thompson now leads in the 5, one of many leaders here tonight. Clifton, Yepez, and Jericho all out. Big for Chris Jericho, came in 3rd in points. Not going to leave there, that's for sure, because Zidell running pretty well. He might pass him in points. Eli Bright's 2 down. The 6 of Teague is 1 down. Stapleton, tail end of the lead lap, right for the leaders. How will he impact this restart? 36 cars right now on the lead lap. Keegan Thompson, the 5, looking for his 5th win of the season. Can Luke Rennie get one? Can Mathis Wells? Sprotube now's track position. Zidell up to 5th. Chung in 6th. Strickland in 7th. Bardo in 8th. Richmond No Hood in 9th, and Evan Hunter for MBT Motorsports right now in 10th. Green flag back out at Richmond. Thompson with Stapleton, they get away as some slower cars in the middle of the pack. Everyone trying to get low and get by. Eli Bright gonna go to the inside, give Bardo the outside, but Bright gets through the corner well. Evan Hunter may fill to the inside of the 3 car. And Luke Rennie pressuring Thompson for the lead. Mathis Wells there in 3rd. Sprotube now 4th. Zidell gets clear in 5th. Chung in 6th. Strickland in 7th. The battle for 8th. Evan Hunter up to P8. Gia Cost up to P9. And Roger Ray to 10th. Bardo now down to 11th after getting stuck behind the 8th of Eli Bright. He'll force out middle of 3. Matthew Burnett coming to his inside. Here comes his teammate Conrad Evans. Brandon Beal still running well along with Luca Iger, Nolan Lawrence, and Ryan Wilson. Look at Mitchell Collins trying to slice through the pack. Anderson Reed now a good restart. Right, the damaged car getting up out of the way. Bardo trying to get down before Nathan Stapleton, and does. Meanwhile, for a second, Mathis Wells got by Luke Rennie. Now Spurgeon gets to 3rd, and now Luke back to 4th, and maybe even further back as here comes Zidell. He'll go for 4th. Or Chung in the 23 also there. As now Wells looks to gain on the 5 of Thompson, but can he do it? We're past the midpoint, and the Pontiac Excitement 400, 2 caution flags so far in this race, but it's been craziness. Many different leaders as the pack has been split around and it's been mixed and battered and thrown. We'll see who ends out on top here in Richmond. So far, Thompson gapping the 20 of Wells. Laura Chung looking for some spots as Chung's teammate Jay Randall, much damage on that car, coming off pit lane. There he is, bottom of the racetrack. Where does he merge up is the question. Coming up. But he's coming back down the pit lane. Obviously, there are some more issues on that 22 that Brando wants to diagnose. Bardo trying to get back by Roger Ray. That's right now the battle for 11th. It's 11th, 12th, and right by them in 13th. Brandon Beal's having a really good day, along with Luca Iger, both inside the top 15. Ryan Wilson as well. Give a tip of the cap to those drivers who have not had the best of seasons and right now making the most of a great opportunity with many of the big names either laps down, damaged, or out of this race. As Brandon Beal now looks for 12th on Roger Ray. Luca Iger closing in as well in the 14. He'll look down to the bottom on Beal, but thinks better of it, gets in and tries to follow the 94 through. Brandon Beal to the top dozen. Iger now for 13th. That's a really good run for Brandon Beal. If he can finish this out, that will be the best night, best race of the season for Brandon Beal. Burnett wants 9th from Jack Haas. Iger also moving around Roger Ray back there as a further battle up. This is for 3rd. Zidell on Spurley, but might bring Lord Chung further inside the top 5. Zidell to 3rd, Chung for 4th after starting on the last row. 41st place for the 23 driver, but now Lord Chung is up inside the top 5 to 4th. And the gap is almost a second. Wells up to Thompson. The 5 car just pulling away with that clean air. Lap traffic could also play into an impact, though, if they catch them. Strickland on Luke Rennie for 6th. How about Evan Hunter? Qualified 12th. It was told, you know, if they could ever figure out a way to bring that qualifying pace to the race, watch out for that 36 Well, here it is. Evan Hunter with the race pace and the track position goes for 7th on Luke Rainey. Evan Hunter could complete a top 5 night if he can finish the last 30 or so laps without any incidents. Hunter to 7th. Burnett for 8th. Bardo up inside the top 10 now to 10th. Brandon Beal trying to chase down Jack Haas for 11th. And Burnett by Luke Rainey for 8th. Right, bring Bardo up to 9th. Luke Rainey definitely struggling on this run. Maybe some damage on that. Remember, he and Stapleton had some contact. Maybe there's some damage on that 2 car from when Stapleton hit him under the caution. Keyshawn Richmond was another one that got hit because of that. Keyshawn took off the whole nose in that car. He's now down in 33rd with that damage. So right now for Roush Racing, this was a disastrous day. Only 1 car inside the top 10. The next highest car is, I believe, Keyshawn Richardson in 33rd because they have Kukulon 35th. And you have Colin Teagan 36th and Nathan Stapleton 37th. So it's not been a good night for Roush Racing. Well, Jack Haas will move inside the top 10, getting by Luke Rainey. But Brandon Beal is looking for a top 10. The 94 car, he's pressuring Haas. He'll get by Luke Rainey for 11th, but Haas is right there. Brandon Beal could try and still top 10 here. And Luke Rainey has cars lined up behind him, so that 2 car might fall to Iger and his teammate Collins and Conrad Evans and Wilson. Roger Ray as well. There's Brett Sierra, currently back in the 18th position, right in front of Harrison Reed. Iger up the track. Here comes Collins to the inside, and Brandon Beal trying to get away from Luke Rainey in the battle back behind. Collins will get by at number 14. Brandon's still on pit road, still trying to diagnose some issues as Evan Hunter is running down Lathan Strickland for 6th. We have a change for 3rd. Laura Chung coming through the field. She'll get by the number 24 Zidell. Now can she try and catch Wells and Thompson? The 5 still pulled away from the 20. But there's lap traffic ahead. Nathan Stapleton, Eli Bright, Kukulon, and Stout through 1 and 2. They're about a turn ahead of Thompson, so he'll definitely catch them. Chung completes the pass for 3rd. Zidell now down to 4th. Spurge still in 5th. Strickland still under fire in 6th. That's Evan Hunter peeking to his inside the corner exit. Can he get back to the gas? Bardo behind looks for a pass on Matthew Burnett. It's a 4-car breakaway and dance for 6th place. Hunter, I think, is going to get that pass made right here. Hunter to P6. Bardo by Burnett to get to 8th. Now he looks for 7th on Strickland. So Trey Bardo's points lead not going to go away quite easily. Burnett up the track and might lose a spot to Haas really badly off the corner. Haas going to look to his inside here to turn 1. So Hunter to 6th, Bardo to 7th. Haas now for 9th on Burnett. Brandon Beal right behind that wants that spot badly. That's a top 10. We're trying now 2 seconds back. We'll see if she gains or loses this time by. As Bardo is up on the back bumper to 36. Lord Chung loses about 3/10 of that lap. Haas still trying to fight by Burnett. Brandon Beal goes to the outside. Thinking that might be the place to be, but Luke Rainey looks to his inside the 2 car. Beal gets in line. Bardo's over the back of Evan Hunter, who desperately wants to try and keep every spot he can so he doesn't get put on the outside. Burnett still up top of Haas, but the 9th just can't get off the corner well, and it's look at this stack up. 9th, 10th on back. Brandon Beal on the outside is going to lose spots, so they're going to be 3 wide. To his inside, it's the Penske cars of Luke Rainey and Mitchell Collins. That's 3 3 wide for 11th. Collins trying to get by Luke and Beal. He'll do it. Bardo moves to 6th. Hunter down in line in 7th, so not going to lose too much time. Chung up the track and will lose 3rd again to Zidell, the 24 back by. Wells now trying to get by lap traffic with Keegan Thompson, trying to get by better than Thompson. The gap is 1.3 seconds with now 21 laps to go. It's down to 1 second. He's gained about 3/10 in that 1 lap, but now he has to deal with the 8 and the 17 just like the 5. Oh, we have Baby Ruiz pulling up on the backstretch in the 9 for Melling Racing. Ruiz keeping on the apron. It looks like if the officials deem there's no fluid or anything on the track, they will keep this race green, and so far it's staying green. And Wells, all the time he gained on Thompson because of the 17 he lost because of the 8 of Eli Bright. 20 laps to go in the Pontiac Excitement 400. Thompson looks for a pass on the lap car, Jordan Stout, but Stout kind of cuts him off, but now Thompson gets to his inside. They're coming around to 19 to go at Richmond. The gap's still about 1 second. Wells going to easily get by Kukulon right here. That's what he needed. Cut off a 10th to Thompson. Zidell now has to deal with the 8 of Eli Bright. Lord Chung right behind. There's Spro team. He might lose the top 5 because Trey Bardo is gaining fast. From pole position, led it early on, but some issues kept him from keeping that lead on pit road. Bardo, I think he might break into the top 5 because like Lord Chung might be struggling right now in the 23. The gap between the front two stayed constant that last lap, as Wells now has to deal with Jordan Stout. He'll look low just like Thompson did, but this time he definitely has a lane to the inside. He'll get around Stout easier than Thompson was able to do. Now Thompson's next lap car is Keyshawn Richmond about half a straightaway ahead. Then you have Nolan Lawrence just coming off turn 2, so he has a nice gap up to the next few. And Wells once again losing time to the 5 of Thompson. Zidell by Kukulon, Lord Chung by Kukulon. Spurgeon looks to get by the 17. Hunter has to get by Eli Bright and Will down the backstretch. Behind them, cars try to fan out. There's Brendan Bill getting by the 97 of Stapleton. Luke Brady behind now Ryan Wilson. So Wilson with a nice top 15 run. Luca Iger still holding on to the top 15 right from Harrison Reed and the others. Zidell trying to get by now the lap car Jordan Stout. That's 3rd and 4th, and then 5th place right behind them, Riley Spurgeon. 6th place is Trey Bardo. Zidell still stuck behind the 88 of Jordan Stout. He'll finally get around Stout to turn 1. Wells now once again losing about a 10th a lap to the 5 of Thompson with now 15 to go. Keegan just has to milk this thing home. 14 more laps right here, and he has a really fast car out front. I think he's looking for a 2nd straight win on the season, looking for his 5th win of the season. He's been just explosive this season when it comes to winning. However, the consistency has not been there. He has 4 wins, but he only has 5 top 10s. That means 4 of his top 10s are his wins. Now Keegan Thompson's get by Keyshawn Richmond. Looks like it's easily going to happen down to turn 1, 13 to go. Thompson by the number 99 of Richardson easily, and now has pretty clear racetrack for the rest of this race. Only thing he has to worry about now is himself and hitting his marks. Bell for 5th. Bardo getting by the number 28 of Riley Spurley Tube. Bardo to 5th. Spurgeon down to 6th. Hunter still trying to maintain in 7th. Lathan Strickland still in 8th. Burnett in 9th. Haas in 10th. Collins in 11th. Beal in 12th. Wilson 13th. Luke Rennie 14th. Iger 15th. Strickland gaining on Evan Hunter through 1 and 2. Hunter trying to keep it home inside that top 10. As Bardo now inside the top 5, but the battle for 3rd still not over. Zidell has it. Chung wants it again off 4. 11 laps to go for Keegan Thompson at the front. Has a 2.5 margin over the number 20 of Mathis Wells. Wells now has to get by Keyshawn Richardson. As long as something crazy happens to the 5 of Thompson, he has this race won. And he's getting help as well for Keyshawn Richardson, who's kind of holding up the 20 of Wells a little bit. Wells now over a 2.5 back. 10 laps to go at Richmond. Down the back straightaway. Wells clears the 99. Zidell still keeping ahead of Lord Chung for now. Trey Bardo still in 5th. There's Spro Tubes. Here's the battle for 7th, though. Evan Hunter and Lathan Strickland going at it. Brandon Beal closing up for 11th on Mitchell Collins. Ryan Wilson pulling away from Luke Brainey, trying to gain on the 2 cars in front because they might start battling here to the end of this race. 9 laps to go. This is the battle for 11th on the racetrack. Strickland still on the back bumper of Evan Hunter. That's 7th, 8th, and 9th with Burnett also joining in. Strickland, a nice run off 4, but can't really go anywhere with it. Hunter trying to gain on the number 20 is Spurley Tube to get the pressure off him. Strickland missed 1 and 2 in the dirty air. That's good for Hunter. He pulls away a little bit. Battle for third still on as they're catching now the lap car, Keyshawn Richardson. Chung wants third from 41st on the grid. Zidell needs every point he can garner because right behind him is Bardo, and a few cars in front of him, Thompson. They're both in front of him in points. And Zidell's probably going to move to third in points after today because of Chris Jericho's issues. There's Keegan Thompson, almost 2 seconds up on Matt as well, 6 laps to go at the line. Battle for third is not going to go away until the checkered flag, it looks like. Battle for 8th closing in. Strickland has it, Burnett wants it. The only good Roush racing car today has been the 16, as the 6 and the 97 are laps down, the 99 is a lap down, and it's just been unfortunate issues for Roush Racing tonight. Matthew Burnett trying to be the one bright spot of the night in Richmond for Roush. And Roush Big Train not going to light tonight. He wants to get out of Richmond as quickly as possible. 5 laps to go, over 2 seconds for Keegan Thompson on Mathis Wells. This battle for third might be 3 cars at the end because Bardo is gaining. You know, Zidell desperately wants to finish ahead of the 3, no matter how much it is. He wants to at least just finish ahead of him. 4 laps to go in Richmond. They're actually gaining on Mathis Wells as well. Wells back here have kind of died down, but they're also down for 10th. Collins and Beal are catching Haas, and that could be a 3-way fight for 10th, 11th, and 12th at the end of this race, as Thompson now has 3 laps to go and over 2 1/4 seconds. Beal looks for a pass on Collins, but the grip not there in the rear tires. It's a 3-car race for third. Thompson, just a few more lap cars. He'll have to negotiate both the Haas Car Motorsports cars and Nathan Stapleton. Now 2 laps to go. 1.5 miles remains for Keegan Thompson at Richmond. He got out front because of a good pit stop from his pit crew. They passed the number 20 of Wells and beat Luke Rainey off pit road. Now, Keegan Thompson has 3/4 of a mile to go to win at Richmond. One more time around for his 5th win of the season. Trying to negotiate more lap traffic. It's Mitch Corbett in the 66. Through 1 and 2. He gets by the 66 cleanly. Down the back straightaway. It's win number 5 for Keegan Thompson in the 2000 season. Checker flag up. Keegan Thompson wins again, this time in Richmond. 2nd place to Wells. Who gets 3rd? Zidell, Chung, Bardo. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Spur to 6th. A great day for Evan Hunter. The battle for 10th, all down to the wire. Jack Haas keeps it on Collins. Ryan Wilson gets by Brandon Beal at the end. But what a day it was, what a night it was for Keegan Thompson, as once again, big points night for the 5, and is going to close in more on the points lead the number 3 of Trey Bardo had. Thompson, his 2nd straight win, his 5th on the season. He's back into the championship fight. Thompson obviously wins this race. Wells did not have anything for that 5 car. He ends up in 2nd here tonight. Justin Zidell ends up in 3rd. Laura Chung and Trey Bardo, a good recovery, was back in 30th at one point after his pit stop, but Bardo gets 5th in the 3. Riley Spurrier with a good night. That's a really good momentum booster for him. How about Evan Hunter in the 36, a top 10 for MB2 Motorsports? How about Lathan Strickland, Matthew Burnett, and Jack Haas all finishing off inside the top 10, but look at just below the top 10. Wilson in 12th, Brandon Beal in 13th. Really, really good nights for them. Luke Rainey and Anderson Reed also complete the top 15. Luca Iger fell late in the race down to 19th, but still a good run. Brett Sierra 18th, got some damage in that yellow flag, the 2nd one of the night. Caden Lynn also gets the top 20 after not starting well. Logan Williams, Walker Davis, and Nathan Barrett, all good days, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Jose Mills at 25th. Jacob Boyd, 24th. See right here, a lot of these cars were damaged because of that big crash we had over in turns 3 and 4. As only 30 cars finished on the lead lap. A lot of cars a lap down, some multiple laps down. David Ruiz, was a valve issue on the 9 to put him out. Jay Reynolds, they can never fix the issue. He finished multiple laps down, and then the car's out for crash damage. Chris Jericho, 40th. Diglia Pez and Noah Clifton. It's a big, big loss for Chris Jericho in the 18 here tonight at Richmond. It's going to be a really, really big points loss. It was a crazy one for sure in the Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond, but it ends with a Chevrolet in victory lane. Keegan Thompson gets it again, the 5, and once again that momentum is 2nd straight win after Talladega, now Richmond. What can he do next week? as we go to a fast racetrack, the Texas Motor Speedway, for the DirecTV 500. That is going to be something to watch. That is a fast racetrack. It's a decently newer racetrack on the Winston Cup Series schedule. We'll see how the drivers negotiate this 1.5 mile racetrack out in Texas. Once again, congratulations to Keegan Thompson on winning here tonight in Richmond. And join us next week on JRTV for the DirecTV 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway.